boogie got that. Come on, Ngori. Missing a worry.
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up? We're coming to you live from the residency of the OG himself, Khaligraph Jones. He's going to be on Upclose today. We'll be spending the day with him. I'm waiting for him right next to his car. Of course, I'm sure you've seen this car on Instagram. Look at the rims. Yeah, he likes, you know, his things a bit extra. All right, so of course, we'll be spending the day with him. I understand that the first place we will be going to is the studio. And of course, after that, for meetings. And hopefully, we'll catch some lunch with him. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Upclose with the OG himself, Itakuwa ni mazishi. What's up? And there he is. What's happening?
Good? What's happening?
It's good to see you.
Everything is happening.
Can we exchange your car with mine? Can we exchange our cars? Can we exchange our cars?
You have a better whip than mine.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Salimiana pale.
Yeah. Vippy. OG up in the place, ladies and gentlemen. We keep it real all day, every day. Yeah.
So are you ready to spend the day with us?
Most definitely. Let's go.
So we're going first to the studio.
Yeah, to the stew.
Yeah. So you know there's a video that has trended online.
What video is that?
I remember. Listen.
Even on you Kuanga, these are just but facial expressions. But
yeah, there's that video of you and I, rapping to Mikasa Sukasa. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was really dope. So of course today we'll be seeing if we'll be doing some studio time with you.
Most def.
All right, let's do this.
Let's roll.
Ouch! That's sure.
Yeah.
Hey, OG, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, karibu ndani.
Thank you so
Good.
much. Yeah.
Nakuja ile siku gari mparara yani.
That was nice. When did this happen? From 1960. Now you're living in the in the uptown market.
I always try to keep this information very discreet because I didn't want them to know that I had left the 1960 but yeah, Mungu tu alifungua njia and and now we're here, we're doing what we gotta do.
Yeah. You know, what's your feeling about just looking back to when you started when things were really hard to now at least kila mtu anajua OG, appreciating your talent, your music and everything?
When we look back, for a person like me, all I can say is that I'm always grateful to God because we never knew we could elevate to such heights. And now we're doing what a lot of people actually thought would be impossible. And now we're just making it happen. And so, shukuru Mungu, and we try as much as we can. For a person like me, just like I said, I try to set a good example. Nyaje? I try to set a good example out there for them people because there's a lot of people actually looking up to me.
Yeah. So
I try to set that good pace for them. Irrespective of where
you come from.
Man.
How do you not forget Malume Toka?
I don't know. I guess it's because of how I was raised, I'd say. I think it's inbuilt. I don't fake nothing. Now I'm humble. This is just something that's inside me, and I don't try much to do it. It just happens.
Right.
In life, you always have to progress. You can't stay in one place forever. So yani nikusonga tu yani with the times, definitely with the situation as well. I'd say I'm fortunate enough to be blessed to a point where I'm able to afford a studio, yani hata kama ni kulipa rent or whatever in these sides. Alafu unajua these sides za mababi nini. Unajua.
Za mababi kwa hivyo rent si cheap.
Si cheap lakini sababu ya kazi yetu na Mungu kila siku anatubariki. Yeah.
So when you move to this neighborhood, your neighbors, do you interact with them? Are they like, hey, Khaligraph lives here?
Everywhere I go, man, the OG is OG. Yeah, man, like every now and then when we tunapatana kwa the elevator, I always get fans. They're always those people who want to take pictures and stuff, So yeah, OG tu angametambulika everywhere, and because of the fact that I keep it real, man. Yani me, despite everything, mi bado ni ule, unaona.
I don't move with the wave as a way to earn quick cash, but the industry drove me crazy. I'm lucky I didn't crash. And these people ain't gonna mess with me cause of the truth that I sell. Lammy, I'm spitting fire like the booth was in hell. And if they don't respect skill, then they stupid as hell. Now they can talk shit, but I'm already used to the smell.
So how's your day like when you come to the studio? What happens every single day? Because I'm sure you're not recording music every day.
I'm always recording music every day.
Really?
Point of correction, yeah.
Okay.
But when I pull up, because this is aside from being a studio, it's also an office. And there's a lot that happens. I have my manager here, and there's a lot that he's always doing in terms of just basically music business.
Right.
So we have to ensure that that is done. Most of the times I'm always having the producer around. I think he's gonna pull up today as well. So when I chill, then I just probably get ideas, and because I'm in my zone, so ideas come about, and I'll know how to channel those ideas into my music, and that's where we go to record it now.
All right. So how about we do that?
Most def, man.
Yeah.
I think we could do something right now.
Yeah.
Man, I made it the winner that told you since the beginning that I'm a nigga you don't really wanna mess with. Him if ukaboda uta dani nipa night vile na watangoza nigga many cycle.
So Khaligraph, the other day, man, on Instagram, you started this fire. What was that about?
The message is not directed to anyone in particular,
Right.
but it was to whoever the shoe fits, you know? If you feel like inakutarget wewe, then that is for you. And that I said basically because I was in Nigeria, and unajua I was there, and I was able to witness what happens there firsthand. Like si kitu nilikuwa naambiwa na mtu. This is something I was there and I witnessed, and I saw the way these people actually embrace their own acts. Wasanii wa huko, they get like proper rotation. There is yani kwao kume evolve exactly. It's not like here. And you know, it had me thinking, I'm like, if these guys are getting this amount of airplay, huku kwao, and back home it's the same thing, then it's only right that I spark a debate. Unaona? It's something that has been talked about for the longest time, you know, people like, oh, Nigerian music and blah, blah, blah. But I had to figure out a way that it's
gonna get people talking.
Exactly, man. And
but I mean, Khaligraph, you get airplay. I mean, how else do we do we have do you have many fans across the country? Are you saying was it directed to, is it about you or was it about other
It's just
Kenyan
basically
artists?
about artists in general. If they're playing my music, it's all good, and I appreciate that. I never take that for granted. But what about all these up and coming acts who are coming up, you know, who are looking for, you know, opportunities? But unfortunately, because of how the system is structured, hawapati platform to display their talents, their skill, their songs.
Don't you think that it all goes back to the kind of song that if a song is good, we will know about it, it's going to be played?
No. You know, a lot of times I'm always working with up-and-coming acts. And whenever I do that, then the reaction from the people is that, how is it that we've never heard about this artist? Or where can we find his music? And or you know, najua conversation you are evil. While this artist has been recording akona material, it's only that because he lacks platform or attention from the media, unaona, so his music is inaccessible. And that's my point. Unajua, I stand in a place whereby I am able to view all this. You know, I have a very wide perspective of all this. Because these young guys, mindo na ni approach.
Yeah.
Mindo nawaona every day. And whenever I get a chance to sit down with them and I listen to their music, I'm like, damn, you know, this is
good, yeah.
real talent, you know?
Right.
So hiyo ndo conversation yangu ilikuwa. You play my music and I appreciate that. Yeah. But what about these young kids? These are supposed to be the future.
Yeah.
And if in any case we want to see Kenyan music, you know, rise to that level, then it's only right that we start embracing our own.
The other argument was that, you know, if artists right now would still rely on TV and radio to get out there, then maybe they're a bit lost because the social media, it's the age of social media.
Yeah.
Everybody, actually, even if you look at all these artists we're talking about, when they release music, it's on social media and they don't really, you know, rely on this mainstream.
True, and that is very understandable, but you also need to understand that this is a third world country. Not everybody has access to internet. Unaona, a very good population of people in Kenya still rely on radio and on TV. Hapo ndo mali utapata all that information and music, blah, blah, blah. So we can sit down here and talk about, oh, social media is everything, but kuna watu ushagoa joana simu za internet, unaona. And when I was in Nigeria, so we are saying all this, but in Nigeria, there is social media too. But with the social media, they still have their own people, you know, they play their own artists. And I'm thinking, why don't we adopt the same kind of, you know, concept here? Because that way, tutaona wasanii, imefikia point Kenya, usanii haijachukuliwa kama career bado, unaona. It's still a fight when you tryna convince a person that, yo, by then me, I'm doing music professionally. They're like, oh, how are you making money off? But we need to change that perspective, yani that perception. Now, the only way we can do it is if we work together. I think when the media is in favor of us as the artist and blah, 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 to Yani, we will be in a very proper place. Yeah, it's not a fight, it's a plight. Yani, let's work together, let's push these people, and that way, at the end of the day, unajua, I'm thinking if that happens, sisi wote tunainuka.
Hey, hi, how are you? Or he's actually just finished his meeting with
my people. Yeah, we had a very constructive meeting today. I had dope, constructive conversations with one of the biggest vodka brands in the country. And yeah, we put it in that good work. You already know OG up in the play. So for instance, a song like Omolo, when I get up on the stage, one thing that I know for a fact is that napata crowd interact na crowd cause Omolo, nimetoka Bondo. What? Omolo, nimetoka Bondo. Yeah. So that way you get the crowd hype. Same thing with Ngori. Ngoma zangu Ngori. Ngori. You should see my performances, man. They go crazy. Yeah.
What are some of the things that you cannot miss about any performance that you do?
Sometimes I surprise myself when I'm on stage because I do things that I didn't even thought I could do. Kama venye nilikuwa nakwambia, just when the camera was off, I'd go on stage and, you know, if I'm rocking a nice jacket and I just throw it to them fans, you know, the shoes, whatever.
Shoes before?
No, I just call people up on the stage to come through, ask them to rap one of my songs. If they get it correct, take the shoes. Minda bakiapo bare feet. Yeah. I think even that's what I do. So me Nikienda, sometimes we chop it up. I have my bro, and most times I'm on stage, there's this, my hype man. I think you've seen him. That's my big bro.
Yeah. Oh yes, of course. Yeah, your big bro. Yeah.
That's my big bro. So whenever we're on stage and there's a song called Nataka Hiyo Do, when you get to perform that song, what usually happens is that being the OGs that we are, we live up to the name, you know? And by living up to the name, I mean we have to cater for the people's needs. And, you know, we pour out money, you know, chop the money out there for them people. And it's always lit.
Like how much?
There's a time when I was, I think it was the same show when I came, you know, in a casket.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was crazy. We also threw money out there. We had like a good, and to some people, I know people are already making judgments right now when they see this, but you also, but this is part of the act. So when I go on stage, I know I'm gonna chuck like if it's a good show, proper concert, I'm gonna chuck like a good 50,000 or 70,000. I want
you to play for us a song of an artist who probably we've never heard their song. I'm gonna
play you a track
by Mules.
By Mules.
Alright.
It's called Thirst Trap.
Thirst Trap.
Yeah.
Wanna stay all day, you will never wanna leave, all emotion you control it. Could you get it in the morning? When you hit it by the corner.
All right, so we're about to wind up the day with the one and only, the OG.
Oh, to the G,
Respect
baby.
the OGs. And yeah, did you like lunch though?
It was good.
What did you think about it that long?
Nah, I was trying to look for a proper time to use, but good is all I could come up with at this point.
All right,
Great.
it was great. So we've enjoyed, you know, spending the day with you.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm always happy when you're around, you know. But OG's OG.
OGs. All right,
OG.
fine. So what can we expect for you 2019?
2019, sasa ni ile mwaka ya kwenda international, like a full 100%. I know we've been talking about that for the longest time, but this time round, yani ni, like you want to walk the talk.
The talk, yeah.
So be sure to you're going to see a lot of international collaborations, international video standards, you know, you're taking it to that level. So OG's OG, man, and because we're pushing the campaign for play KE music, and I'm hoping to see Kenyan music played even more by our radio stations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, good.
It's been fantastic.
Oh, the OG.
The OG. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Khaligraph Jones right here on Up Close. Weekend with Betty continues.